Hello, my name is Milena from Ashburnham Community School, and I'm going to share with you some history and exciting stories about people and places along the Thames path, from Cremorne Gardens to Battersea Bridge. Did you know that Cremorne Gardens opened in 1845 and used to be a pleasure garden? Before that it was a sports ground, and before that a farm. The Pleasure Gardens was a noisy and colourful place, and Victorian people came here for entertainment, dancing and picnics. One of the attractions was a lady called Madame Blondin who crossed the river Thames on the tightrope. Balloon ascents were popular too, as in those days airplanes had not been invented, so this was a rare opportunity to see London from the sky. The famous artists Whistler and Greaves, who lived locally, painted several pictures of the Pleasure Gardens. By the time the Pleasure Gardens closed in 1877, they covered what is now World's End Estate. Now there is just a small quiet park left, with a few reminders of what it used to be like, such as the 8-stone gate. One of the best things about Cremorne Gardens these days is the pier, where you can enjoy great views of the River Thames and London. This is Chelsea Embankment. In 1858 there was an infamous great stink where people threw their waste in the water because there were no sewers and it smelled awful. After the waste and horrible smell reached the Houses of Parliament, politicians decided to ask Sir Joseph Bazalgette to design a sewer system for London. When the sewer system was built, the River Thames was embanked, and thanks to this, we now have the Chelsea Embankment. The embankment also helps with floods and gives more space for people to walk beside the river. The Chelsea Embankment is now a place you can walk, kayak and enjoy. It's a nice, calm place. Today there are 60 colourful houseboats on Chelsea Reach. In the past it was very different. In 1860 it was known as Lindsay Wharf, and it used to load and unload goods like coal on boats. The artist Walter Greaves owned a business with his family here, where they built and rented rowing boats. They also worked as river taxis, taking passengers up and down the river. One of the Greaves passengers was the famous painter Whistler. Walter Greaves introduced the American painter to the sights of River Thames, and then Greaves became his studio assistant. The current Battersea Bridge was built in 1885 and was designed by Sir Joseph Bazalgette. It is the narrowest bridge over the Thames in London. It is made out of iron and granite, and it is quite strong, but it has not always been like this. The old Battersea Bridge was made out of wood. It was hard for boats to get under it because it was very low. It had 19 pillars and is on the narrow bend in the river. Boats often crashed into it. The old bridge was wobbly and dangerous for people to walk across. The old bridge was painted by many famous artists like Turner, Whistler and Greaves. We hope you have learnt more about the exciting history of the Thames path between Chelsea and Battersea. Thank you for listening.